Hello everyone, it's Safira. Today we're going to be doing a Royal High video. It's been a while since I've been able to do a video like this. My I finally got my computer running. I do have a second monitor now so I can actually see what I'm recording. So that's really fun. This is going to be a three-part video. So we're going to be covering a lot of the castle secrets and stuff. The first part is gonna be like the path to get to the dungeon. The second one is gonna be on the dungeon and the obby, of course. And then the third video is gonna be getting that code. That way you can get into that tower and stuff that's behind the fireplace. Alright, so the first thing you're gonna want to do is, so from your spawn point or whatever in the castle, you're gonna come back here and you're gonna want to come to the crown wall. Once you're here, you're going to want to go to poses and do a curtsy bow. And this should open up. If it doesn't open up or it glitches or something, it's not like letting you in, you can either give it a couple minutes and it should hopefully reset you back outside the wall, or just give it a little bit longer and maybe just reset or something. But once you're through there, you should be in this stairwell. You're going to want to come up here to the third painting on your right. Once you're there, you're going to want to click it. There is going to be a chest right here. If you want to get that, I believe it's like a little bit of diamonds or XP. Nothing like huge or anything. And then you want to grab this pink key. And then once you have that key, go ahead and follow the end of the stairwell, and you're going to want to enter into the throne room. In the throne room, there should be a bunch of books. I've done this a few times so far. On average, I think there's anywhere from like 2 books to I want to say about 6. Alright, so I'm only finding 4 books in here right now. Maybe there might be a couple others that I missed. There have been a couple of times, I think, where they didn't spawn in right away, and so it took a moment of me going back later on. Or I just actually missed them. And then up here, if you fly up, there is going to be another chest right here. It's going to be on the right side to the door. And now that we have all the books in here, you're going to want to come over here. And there's going to be a room that has a pink keyhole. It's going to be right here on your left. Once inside, there are going to be more books. You're going to want to collect those as well. The most I've seen in this room at a time is going to be 3 books. I do believe there are 4 different spawn points here, 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 and back here behind the door. So just make sure you pay attention. And then after you pull the lever or whatever that's right here, you're going to want to angle your camera so you're viewing this right here, and you're going to want to memorize that order. And then you're going to come back all the way over here. And then each of these guards is going to have a scepter or whatever. That scepter on them is like an actual lever that you can pull. Is it blue or is it green? Come on. It was blue. If you do get it wrong, there is a button right here that you can press, just to make it a little bit easier. So you don't have to get it right immediately. If you get it wrong, you don't have to worry about having to exit the map or anything like that. If you are having trouble telling which color is which, I do recommend going up to your settings and changing your camera filter. Um, just so that way, it changes the way like the reds and the oranges versus like the pink and the purple like contrast with each other. So like one that I've been using a lot is the autumn evening. So like that really just helps distinguish between the two if you're having a little bit issues, or like if you're colorblind at all, that really helps. And once you have that, this should be open now. So just go ahead and follow that up. And it's going to lead you to like this little library. There are going to be more books on the ground and stuff in here. Just make sure that you are checking like under furniture and stuff. I do know that there is some that like pop up right here that can be kind of hard to tell. There is one that I've heard spawns like right on the desk. And then once you have this open up, I should have probably done this before, but you're going to want to come all the way over to the end of this hallway, and you're just going to want to peek through this little hole. And you're going to want to memorize the order that these are in. So you've got the crystal, the helmet, the candle, the tiara, and the scepter. The stone door. And now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to come back over here. And you're going to want to move these into place. If you get the right order, this should open up into a little doorway. You're just going to follow this down, and it'll lead you into this potion room. Now, most times that I've done this, there has been a book right here, usually 1 to 2 more books in the room as well. There have been a couple of times where the book has spawned underneath here, and it's been really hard to tell just because the color of the book, so just keep your eye out for that. They will also spawn like on these shelves. And then next thing you're going to want to do is you want to come over here to the potion station. And then, so the idea of this is you need to make the colors that you're missing. That's going to be step 1. First, we're going to do green, purple, and then orange. And once that's done, just go ahead and mix them all together. If you're having a little bit of trouble, just go ahead and just add like extras and stuff to it. Sometimes that's all it really takes to get like the last little bit. Like you have to add in something once or twice more. It's not like 100% perfect that it's going to add it up every single time. I think that's why they have like the black and the white as well. Because I've made like the potions and stuff before without like having like the exact color. Just by adding like some black or white to one of the other colors that I've added in. And now once you have your rainbow key, you're going to want to come up here, back down the stairs, and it's going to be the door straight across the hall. Now, by this point, you should already have collected all of your books. If you haven't, you're going to want to go back and double check that you found everything. If you're having a hard time finding it, you might end up just having to restart. But once you have all your books and you have that all the levers like 2 through 4, like 2 out of the 4 pull, you're going to want to come back up to the library and you're going to want to click on this empty shelf and put all those books away. Now, with all those books there, it's going to unlock this passage. You're just going to want to follow that. It's going to lead you into a room right here that has a piano. And you're going to want to come over here, click Royal High, and then click the Throne Tower theme. And once you've played that successfully, it's going to put you into this little cutscene, and your green key is going to drop from the ceiling. This scene right here is by far, I think, my favorite of the cutscenes and stuff for the tower secrets and stuff that I've seen so far. Alright, now that we have that key, we're going to come back down into the room, and there's going to be a little hatch right here that we're going to want to put it into. Alright, now while we're up here, we're going to be clicking all of these books. There are a total of 6 journal entries that we need to find, as well as a blue key. You do have to click through all of like the reading and stuff before you can actually go and click onto another book. So just beware that this step does take a little bit of time, even if you're trying to speedrun it. Alright, so I did just get a little bit confused right now. I wasn't really paying attention to how many entries I had found. Part of that being the fact that my cat was on my desk for a moment, and so I literally just could not see really where I was clicking. And the monitor that I have for like the recording stuff is actually like at an angle right now. Just it's not set up very well, and it keeps falling on me, so I have to have it at a weird angle. But once you have that blue key, go ahead and come back down here, and there's going to be another lever, and that's going to be everything that's actually in this room. So once that's pulled, don't even worry about trying to look for another door over here. You're just going to go right back over to the throne room. And once you're back in here, just go ahead and go into flight mode, and you're going to want to go and look at the candles on the wall. Every candle that's out, you're just going to go ahead and click to reignite. There should be a total of like 4 to 5 candles that are out typically, and once they're all relit, it's going to activate this lever that's right here that you're going to want to pull. And with that, you now have access to the dungeon entrance. So that's all that's going to be for this video. Be sure to like and follow and whatnot, and I'll be back for part 2.